Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So in this video I'm going to show you about how to operate the specifics for setting up the microphone for your voice and how to do transposing on the Yamaha DGX 660. So it's pretty simple for the voice part. I'm going to turn my microphone on so you can actually hear. So I got the headset going here. Alright, so now we're coming through nice and loud and clear. So you're going to push the button called mic setting. Now this brings you into a menu where you have standard, brighter, louder, or user presets. It's also where you can actually turn the mic on and off, although if you're not using a mic on the keyboard you don't have to worry about it. If you are using a microphone on the keyboard, you might want to have it turned on if you want any audio. So anyways, while we're in this menu, you're going to use the category buttons here to scroll through different choices. Now in this case you could turn the dial and you'll go between user, louder, brighter, standard. Okay, so we want to go to volume first. I'm going to leave it on the user setting. Okay, so we go to volume, we can turn the volume up and down. So I'll turn the mic back on. Now the volume does max out at 127. So here we are maxed out at 127, and we're going to just continually turn it down and down and down and down and down and down and down, 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 and 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to control the volume this way of how much your volume of your microphone gets through while you're playing. So if we're going to play a G chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need more volume there. So let's try about 106. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you get the idea. That's our volume level. Okay, so 106 is about pretty good considering the volume of the piano. Now, as we change the piano itself, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, we affect both the piano and our vocals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can also use the category again to pan left or right. So if you want more in your left than your right or vice versa, again you can scroll down how much reverb you want to add, just run the dial. Chorus is set at default as 0, but you can add chorus to your reverb. So here's just the straight reverb, 1, 2, 3, we'll add chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2. So it has a bit of an effect there. So if we go back here to reverb, go to 0, it's straight dry. Dry vocals suck. A singer needs to have something on there, right? So let's go to chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the chorus does a little bit here. It's kind of hollows things a little bit, you know. Not the typical chorus like you'd find on a guitar. That's a little different. So we want to go right back here. I like it on 20 actually. So the next menu we're going to go to, we're going to press the mic button again. So mic setting. So if we're happy with these settings, we go to the next one. We go to mic setting again. This gets us into a larger menu. So in this menu, we start out with the noise gate. Now we can change the decibel level of the noise gate. I actually prefer it right exactly where it is. Alright, it works the best. Now what the noise gate does, when you talk and then you stop talking, everything goes silent. The next area is compressor, and right now it's turned off. So if I turn it on, compressor on, compressor on, compressor off, compressor off, compressor on, compressor on. And I of course do like their default levels, although I don't use the compressor, but it does add some extra punch and dynamics to your vocals. Okay, keep pressing and you can go through each one of these settings till you get to the end. Now this is your EQ section. So you've got bass, mid, and treble, and then you have a dB level for each one of them. So this is a full 3-band EQ with 3 separate dB levels, one for each of the bass, mids, and trebles. So if you like the amount of bass that's on there, fine. If not, bring it back. So 32 kilohertz is basically zeroed out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Lots of bass, lots of bass. So we'll turn the bass down about here. Now, you got the dB level of that as well, so you can add more or you can take it away. That really removes a lot of your bass. So about +4 I think is okay for there. So it's adding just a little bit of extra boost. Now with the mid-range, this is where you're going to help punch through a mix on your chords when you're playing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is just like mid, no mid. So you're like, you know, no mids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then of course you have a dB adjust for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can adjust even more. So let's go back up a little bit and let's go boost that mid even more so we can really punch through. We're going to punch through, right? Okay, so the mids are not too bad there. So let's bring this back a little bit. Now default, all the dB levels are usually on 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll put the mids there and we'll try that out. So next is the high. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is where you can get really tinny or take away all that high end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And everybody's vocals are going to be different too. 1, 2, 3. That's way too much. You can see the graph build as you're doing this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that sounds actually not too bad. Okay, so now that we're done, we're going to press execute. It's going to say save yes or no. Now on the number pad here is where you have a yes or no. So we want to press the positive, which is yes, because we want to actually save this mic setting. So now it's saved, so now you can just go exit out of there, and you're right back. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is our mic setup. So now we're ready to rock and roll with our mic. We can mess with that some more later. So the next thing you really need to know is transposing. Now, if you have a song that's in the standard key of, say, G or C or whatever, you don't need to actually transpose to anything else, right? But if you have something where you know, your guitar player, let's say, they need to go into a different key, then you would need to transpose to be able to play along with them. Because otherwise, I mean, if you have a song key of G, they can play it in the key of G. But if they need A flat, well, there's a couple choices. You can actually play all the chords to the A flat key, or you can transpose. Either way, right? So to do that, we want to go to function. Now, the one thing you are going to find with this is when you transpose, unlike the mic setting, when you save it, you can turn the power off on the keyboard, turn it back on. Your mic setting will always stay where you last did it, right? On the transpose, it's not going to. Now, I haven't been through all the functions yet because we're going through these as I learn things about this keyboard too. This is why it's this video today. So we're going to press category, song volume, audio volume, wireless LAN volume, auxiliary in. Now the auxiliary in level, right now it's at 100%, so that means full in, which means your device can actually control it separately, otherwise it's full blast, but you can control it from here if you wanted to. Your next category, of course, is transpose. So you've got 2 zeros here. Now you can go up and down to 12 different steps. So there's 12, positive 12 and negative 12. So let's say, for instance, we have a G. So there's the next one up. Still doing a G chord. So you have a song that you like and it's in the key of G, but you need to go up a step, right? So you need to go like G sharp, which is actually the key of A flat. So you can still play the same chords. If you're going to chord version this, you can change it to A flat, right? So, but for a guitar player that would be G sharp, but you're playing the G here, and then they could actually, you know, play the G sharp. So they could go up, which is their A flat, and so on, and you just play the same chords that are on the sheet. Works out pretty good, actually. And there's, of course, other parts to transposing. On a piano for transposing all this stuff, I'm still learning quite a bit. You know, transposing on a guitar is one thing. Transposing on the piano should be relatively the same. Like I said, I'm still learning more about it, but I have kind of figured out a few things on the whole transposing thing where I need this G chord here, and I want to play this G at the same time, right? But you know, for my vocal range, that's kind of a little low, so I want to go up one, right? That's better. So this is how you can match your vocals with your songs too. So I'm still going to play the same G, D, E minor, G, C, same as a guitar player does, except I transposed up by 1. And I can also go up by 2 or so on, right? So it's plus or minuses. Now, you would think that you could just hit execute and then save that setting, but it doesn't work that way. Actually, you just hit exit. Now, if you go back into function, it doesn't go back to the beginning of the menu. Right? It goes right into your transpose, which makes it really nice when you're playing a set. You can just hit that button, go back to retranspose. So we're going to go up 2, then we're going to exit out. You can hear that's definitely been transposed. So if we go back into here, we're still on number 2. Now, if we turn the power off, because there is no save option, right? Turn the power back on. Now you heard that last G chord when it was transposed. So, sounds to me like we're back. And you'll see you start out at the main menu again. So now you got to re-scroll. So you're back at 0 again. So every time you make a transpose change, that's fine. As long as the power's turned on, you got to remember to transpose back and forth. When you turn the power off and back on again, of course, that transpose area is right back at 0. So you automatically start default at 0 for your transposing. But like your microphone settings, you saw us do those earlier. So we'll get an exit out of here. If you go into the mic settings, you'll notice that the mic settings are what we did. So they have not changed. You can even put the video back and check if you want to confirm. Okay. So we'll go to the second mic. So you'll notice all these are exactly the same. Compressor's off, the noise gate's on. These are the levels that we did, 0 dBs on the treble and so on. So that saves that feature. So not everything is actually a savable thing. Some things will be savable. Other things are just a temporary until you restart the piano. Now, if you want to know about all the factory precise settings for the mic, hold down your high C key. That's your very last C key, highest pitched one on the keyboard. And then turn the power on. Just push the button and let go. Keep holding down that C key. Just let the system boot and you'll see a little thing that says clearing backup data. Okay, now if we go into the mic, it should all be factory settings now. So 100, 20, 0, pans in the middle. We're on standard mic setting. And of course, you'll notice all those are zeroed now. That's their setup. Now let's turn on the microphone. Now I am using, by the way, a Sennheiser wireless headset. I have a TRS cable on this mic set. It's TRS to TRS because the plug-in on the keyboard is 1/4-inch jack. And I experimented with this at first with my 5-fine wireless set, and that's how I knew, yeah, it would work. And that headset has some very extreme high output, so I had to really back off the gain control, because there is a separate gain control on the back of the piano for your mic, depending on the kind of mic you're using. You can't use powered mics like your phantom powered mics, but you can use any dynamic mic or non-powered microphone. You can also use, of course, preamped systems like wireless headsets. They have their own ability to, put out more volume from the box in for a preamp signal. It's a little different than a phantom powered system. My Sennheiser unit, the volume is actually at 8 and it goes to like 9. And 8 seems to be the magic number, and my decibel level on my Sennheiser unit is on my transmitter set at 0, which is full gain on the transmitter. Okay, and this is the XS wireless series. So the vocal sound on this is going to be like this. So testing 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So you can hear there's quite a bit of treble there, and that's, to me, it's way too much treble. But if I was to get out of there. Let's see, go into mic setting here. Let's get rid of the reverb. So there's completely dry. 1 2 1 2, and you can hear that noise gate kick in. As soon as I stop talking, it's instant quiet. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. Okay, so we'll go to mic setting again. Now, every male voice and every female voice, the settings for the EQing are going to be completely different. No two vocalists are usually ever alike. That's a rarity if it ever does happen. So we're going to scroll through the menu. Now, I think we got the good amount of bass there. Our mids, they're not bad. Let's pull back the highs though. I find there's way too much high end there. So that's actually a little bit better. 1 2 1 2. I want to pull the mid back a little bit. I'm going to check my mixing board over here where my vocals are set, and actually we got to bring the lows up a little bit, just a little bit. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. So I actually need a little bit less there for the mids, I think. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2. That smooths out that a lot better now. And we're going to go to the dB here. We're going to boost that a little bit, just a bit. Okay, 1 1 do 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 do. Okay, so there we go. And maybe about there. Okay, so execute. Press the button here, say yes, and then you can exit and you're all good to go. So that's how you set up the microphone and your transposing on the Yamaha Portable Grand DX 660. This will be the same whether it's the white piano or the black piano, because they're both the same model number. So I'll take you through other stuff as I learn more. I've been having a lot of fun with this piano. It's extremely addictive, which is good because the more I play and the better I'm going to get, obviously. Practice, 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 right? And I'm working on songs where I already know all the piano chords for, which really helps a lot. I've been working on a couple songs where, better look up that chord. Oh yeah, that's what it is. All right, dang. And then try and remember that chord by memory again. But the more you play too, better that your muscle memory gets too, and you're going to play a lot smoother too. Anyways, so let me know what you guys think of this little video. Stay tuned for a lot more videos on this piano as I learn more about it as well. Like I said, I'll give you walkthroughs you know, step-by-step kind of deal, how you do things. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.